Hello, how are you today? This video is in response to a video I made yesterday. I was at the range doing a seating depth test and I had my Shotmarker frame and I couldn't use it. Reason being was because someone else there also had a Shotmarker frame and they were on the same channel as I was, and unless they turned theirs off so I could use mine, which I would never put anyone through, I had to manually do it. You saw the video, we measured with calipers and all that. I couldn't show the impacts of the shots happening live. So today we're going to go over that. And also, another problem I have with the Shotmarker, which is just a flaw in the design. The thing works fine. We're going to go over that today. So stick around and let's get this done. Okay, I'm going to show you this on screen. I'm on my computer now, so this doesn't work exactly the way my iPad does. So yesterday I threw all the blame at Shotmarker because I couldn't get my target going and I was a little upset and I jumped the gun, but still their way of doing this isn't the most intuitive. If you read the directions, it can make you a little crazy. So I'm gonna go through it with you now to show you how to change the channels. So I could have used this yesterday, but I didn't know. So the first thing we want to do is come up to here where it shows this globe battery icon and select that. Okay, this is going to give you to the access point controls. And if you'll see, I have mine on channel 3 now. They come from the factory on channel 1. So me and that other guy yesterday, we never changed this or anything. So when I turned mine on, I was seeing his stuff because we were both on the same channel. So there is a fix. If you come down here, you see right here where it says switch channel, you select that. And this is where it gets a little confusing because of the word and everything. But as you'll see right now, it says select the channel that you wish to move this access point or any other sensor hub to. So I selected 3, and when you select that, it will change the sensor hub. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back to setting it up on channel 1, just so you know. So watch, I'll select channel 1, okay? Now, I read the second thing. It said, tap on any sensor hub in this list to move it to channel 1. And I'm thinking, tap on any sensor hub. Well, what do I tap the sensor hub? That's this thing down here. Now, if I don't change this, if I don't do anything, and then I go to step C, it's going to put the access point to channel 1, but the sensor hub will stay on channel 3 unless I select that. So I select that here. In there. Now it moved that. So my screen's going to go out because I'm going to have to pick another wireless network too. Because when you do this, if you look up here, see where it says I'm on Shotmarker 3, top right corner? Okay, because it changes the name of Shotmarker to, I guess, the channel it's on. So I'm going to go ahead and do this now. Ready to set access point to channel 1. Reconnect the Wi-Fi. Yes. Now up here it says sensor hub is not connected. So if I refresh the page, see, I get nothing. So I have to go up here, top right, I don't know where it is on your computer, and now select Shotmarker. It doesn't have a number next to it because I guess that's because it's channel 1. It never had a mark on it. So I select that network. And now I'll select Shotmarker. And there we are. We're back in business. Okay, so now both my access point and my sensor hub are on channel 1. Now I'm going to go through it again to show you how this works. I'm going to switch it back to sensor 3 and I'm leaving it there because I'm just going to assume most people were like me and they never even knew how to change channels or anything. So I'm going to leave it on 3. So hopefully this never happens to me at the range again. So I'm going to go back up here to this globe battery thing. I'm going to go down to switch channel. Okay. Now I want to go to channel 3. And that's going to activate this B thing to change the sensor hub. Okay, so it's going to put them both back on 3 now. So I'll hit this button, move access point to channel 3, say yes. Okay, and here we are back to this now. No connection to Shotmarker because I'll have to go back up here and click Shotmarker 3 again. All right, and now we're back in business. We're connected. We'll check here, and we'll go to this switch channel, and you see the access point is on 3, and the sensor hub is on 3. And that's what I call my frame, aluminum 300. So it's really not that hard at all. Man, I wish I would have known that yesterday. Now here is the other point I wanted to bring up. And this has to do with the access point. I remember when I first got this Shotmarker a couple years ago, it wouldn't work. I couldn't figure out what was going on. I had the manual out. I was beating my brains. What's going on here? And then I couldn't find anything in the manual. And of course, you can't reach tech support or anything like that instantly, which would be nice if you could still do that in America. Call somebody and a human being answers the phone who is educated to know what to do. But those days are over. On the access point, on the back of it, there are 4 screws. I can't really show you this live, but it doesn't matter. There are 4 screws. So I took out the 4 screws, and I had to get another flat screwdriver to pry the cap off. And lo and behold, I pried the cap off, and laying inside was the little mini SD card out of its socket. And I'm like, what the hell? Apparently I dropped it. You know, everybody's going to drop this thing. It's going to happen. But the access card popped out. So I plugged back in. I mean, not the access card. The mini SD card popped out. So I put it back in, and again, lo and behold, it was working. I'm like, they need to think of something better than this. You know, somebody drops it, and it's not going to be working, and they're going to be, oh, crap, I broke it because I dropped it. Well, that wasn't the reason. The card popped out. So I emailed Shotmarker and says, can you believe this happened? And I told them, they go, oh, yeah, we hear that a lot. You know, we should have thought of that. We should have taped it in there. Taped it in there. And I'm thinking to myself, well, now there's engineering 101. Let's build something and use a piece of tape to make it work. But that was the answer. It hasn't happened since then because I do have a piece of tape on it holding it in there and just praying it doesn't happen again, that I have to open it up. But what I'm thinking of doing, and I don't know, I wish some of you people would comment and let me know what your opinion is, but I was thinking of getting my little hot glue gun, and after you know how the cards, they snap in, they're spring loaded. Once it's snapping in, put a little bead of hot glue on there, but I don't know if that'll hurt the mini SD card. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I hope you found this video interesting because it was like one of the obscure things that I couldn't find an answer to anywhere on changing the channel or, you know, the card popping out. So please subscribe, leave a like, and if you want to head over to the shop and get a t-shirt, you'd be helping me out a great deal. I mean, support me, please. And I will see you on the next video. So long.